things I asked you.
He can't really see right now what the threshold. He can't really see right now what the threshold. He can't really see right now what the threshold would be for him to step down. It would have to do with if, in fact, his plan was not able to be fully carried out. He said that he is energized. He is energized. He is energized. He is energized. A more inclusive environment than when he first arrived. A more inclusive environment than when he first arrived. Can't really see right now what the threshold would be for him to step down. It would have to do with if, in fact, his plan was not able to be fully carried out. He said that he is energized by the activity that he sees on campus and that he feels it is actually a more inclusive environment than when he first arrived. Group people of color at Ithaca College.
Thousands of students is going together in the quad. Thousands of students is going together in the quad. Thousands of students is going together in the quad. To say a message in the Athletics and Events Center. Thousands of students leaving that, and if thousands of students is going together in the quad to say a message isn't a big enough threshold to consider this very strongly, then I don't know what will be. But the threshold piece is frustrating. You know, and it took until this, that leads me to help. and it took until this, that leads me to help her, and it took until this, that leads me to help her.
And it took until this, that leads me to help her.
Does not have no confidence. Does not have no confidence.
Report suspicious activity.
Much. And for more on what's happening at other schools across the country now, I'm joined by NBC's Craig Melvin.
Report suspicious activity. Colleges and universities where students have been wearing all black. We have seen similar pictures coming from students at the University of Dayton. There's that picture right there. Columbia University here in New York City as well. You can see the students on the steps there. Old Dominion in Norfolk, Virginia. Meanwhile, out west, students seem to be organizing blackouts as well. This image coming into us from UCLA, a student there, also from the University of Arizona. Much of what we're seeing in
Last check, it was still treading on.
New interim system, the new president, the system there, University of Missouri, also the interim head, about an hour ago now. Also from the campaign trail, Bernie Sanders, we should note, the only
Salt and some of the supposedly fine. Say that was the reason why he should have resigned.
And this appears to be a story that we are going to continue to see unfold over the next few days and weeks.
Happening in real time.
And you see all the traffic here on this end. Help these victims confirm the authenticity. Qaeda, Paul Cruikshank.
Source says that 3 in place at the wrong time. These blasts taking place. Stronghold. This appears to have been targeted against the Shia. ISIS are claiming responsibility. They haven't offered proof they were responsible, but this fits into ISIS's ambitions to plunge into sectarian chaos. They're very a vicious cycle of violence.
Cauldron of violence, you're saying, a Sunni Shia cauldron of violence. They're trying to stir up.
Hasn't entered the abyss. Their memories of that civil.
That this was part of southern Lebanon.
Like Hezbollah, Shia, as we move forward.
The body of a third attacker who failed to detonate his suicide vest was found.
Reports there were 3. Because ISIS does have a track record of opportunistically claiming attacks. I
When
think
it's
they
not
have
in
to
actuality.
do an investigation here to find out who is really responsible for this.
Paul Cruikshank, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And keep it here on CNN. We'll be right back.
From today into Saturday, another storm system coming into that area. From the Cascades, the Olympic Mountains, they're expecting anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of snow. Locally, as much as 10 inches in the northern Cascades, maybe a foot of snow in a few spots over the Olympic range. And they're also going to see some rain with this as well. So in the lower elevations around Seattle and Astoria, Portland and Vancouver, looking at quite a bit of rain for you. The dangerous rain.
2016 Olympic Chicago Tribune. He's covered 17 Olympic Games and been following this story very closely. Philip, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Kate.
Human beings as Americans.
More than 3,000 people were killed. Flooding the zone.
Now your voice. We have to come together.
We have
Do condemn that. We
are going to continue to die. But we appreciate you coming on.
nothing.
And no surprise here, the Lady Bronx dominate right out of the gate. No go-to player this year with Taylor Mims gone, but like we've seen all year, a total team effort from the Lady Bronx.
X-Ball.
He clearly he's the one that evangelical vote. He's the one that evangelical vote. He's expecting Rubio to rise. Las Vegas thinks he's going to rise. He's expecting Rubio to rise. Las Vegas thinks he's going to rise. I still think he's going to hang around.
Let's take a listen to Ted Cruz. A 48-hour cycle at least.
In the meantime, have yourself a really fun Thursday night, everybody. Good night, everyone.
Powerful and deadly.
This man said he was praying when the blast blew a door right over his head.
Shattered glass on the street, a lot of blood, and it's really just a scene of chaos and carnage.
Remember, while you say ISIS, I say ISIL, they say IS, the Islamic State.
One of the bombers tried to get into a mosque.
Some kids will always go into the dark side. It's shocking. And you almost have to be there and monitoring. Some kids will always go into the dark side.
Some kids will always go into the dark side.
That's the problem.
They won't take the machine away.
The duty. Monitor. If you're monitor. If your consequences are key.
Start thinking about who's the person that
Will drown us. He is the real adversary to
A pretty major shift. She'd be damaged goods.
What she has done is criminal. I mean, what she has done is criminal.
Is that for
formidable, insidious, ominous, powerful, shady figure.
Counts of making terrorist threats against students at Mizzou. Connors, authorities do not know if the threat is. We will bring you in.
Curtains, Star Wars, carbs. She didn't mention surgery, cures for cancer, building bridges, child nutrition.
Inside that backlash.
Why Ellen? He was basically questioning whether Ellen DeGeneres is necessary, and that's horrible. And also, he doesn't add the G to yelling. G is the first letter of girl. You take away G, you're left with Earl, a man's name.
Janet Yellen joke.
encouraging more men to sometimes just shut the hell up.